Well, it's now early August in the hottest, dry summer I've ever known. And today I've taken a trip across the Lincolnshire Wolds to enjoy the most lush, leafy and larger-than-life garden that I know. Yes, today it's all about a bit of tropical escapism here again in the Secret Garden of Louth. In today's video, I have a chat with Jenny, walking around the garden, talking plants, how she put the garden together and how they prepared it for their open days this August. I hope you enjoy it. Jenny, I have to say, this is looking spectacular. Wow.
Grown well, hasn't it?
It certainly has. You've been putting the work in, haven't you?
Oh, just a few hours here and there, yeah.
Definitely. It's looking colourful and beautiful, and I just love the array of plants, some rare, unusual foliage, exotics to bright colours. What do you find that people most talk about in this area? When people come to your garden, they might be familiar with exotics. What jumps out at them?
Well, I think it's all the colours that hit you. I think when they first come in, you know, are these canners? They say, you know, and as always, I've probably got too many plants, so they don't quite know where to look. Lots of stuff that, you know, a lot of people haven't seen before if they're not into this style of gardening. I mean, those that follow you probably are and do know a lot of these plants, but our open day visitors, it's limited the amount of people who recognise a lot of the plants.
Understandably, yes, and even for real exotics fans, it's often the more subtle plants, ones that are tucked away, that are your real sort of special ones, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
What have we got back here?
What we've got back here, well, we've probably looked at this before, but it has to be looked at again.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's, I mean, that look, it's 2 branches and it's started to branch at the top now.
Is this the Araliaceae?
That's it, dactylifolius, yeah, that's the one.
Wow.
And I had it from a little plant that was about, I don't know, 15 to 18 inches tall.
Yeah.
When I first got it. And that was in 2019. So it's grown pretty well, hasn't it?
It really has.
I've got 1 or 2 people that keep saying, you know, is Roger going to propagate from that? I'm not quite,
not just yet,
not quite ready for him to lop a bit off yet, but I probably will at some point. Oh, look, this opened, look. I love, this is the hibiscus cochineal, isn't it? And lots of buds to cut. Even the buds are beautiful. And I love the foliage of it as well.
There's so much sort of like sculptural beauty to them, isn't there? Where there's just got their little bits around the outside. We
have acquired 1 or 2 more little ones. You know?
Oh yeah, there's always room for a couple more plants here, isn't there?
That came back from Tregrain, so Schefflera Schwelliensis.
I've tried that one and it didn't do so well for me in the ground, but Mark grows it and it's fantastic. So.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I had one years ago and I thought I was being clever and left it out, and maybe it was too soon.
Maybe.
I don't know. So we'll see.
Bromeliads
artis is covered in buds, and the air turned blue here. The day before yesterday, gust of wind.
Oh no.
Kick this over, the chair was more forward, kick this way, knock that banana off that way, and it smashed a stem off of that, and it had like 6 buds on it.
Oh,
so
no.
You can imagine, Roger, it wasn't good to hear.
I can imagine. When people first come into your garden, they walk through that gate there, and they're just greeted with this fantastic tropical view.
Well, they're just, from the outside, they're just not expecting anything. They don't know what, and this has been very popular, this Clerodendron ugandens. We didn't quite know what it was, but we just liked it when we bought it a few years ago, and we've had it ever since. That seems a little bit tricky to propagate, but Roger did get one going eventually.
Well, if anyone can, Roger can, can't he?
Yeah, and of course the Brilliantasia up there is another one that end, but it's gone over a bit now, but there's some more stems coming up, so I'm hoping. And one of the hardest working plants is this Jatropha integerrima.
Well, there's always a lot of fun labelling this video with the various plants, for sure.
Yeah, but it works so hard. It's got gorgeous leaves, and these flowers just, I don't know, it just keeps going on and on and on. You know, what's not to like, really, unless you don't like red.
No, it really is something special. I mean, what kind of things do people say when they first come in to see this garden? Maybe they're not expecting, you know, such an array of lush tropical foliage. What do people say? It must just be wow.
Not a lot to start with, because the jaw dropped. You know, it's hard to speak when your jaw's on your chest. They're just not expecting it if they haven't been before.
I love this little spot here with all the begonias and houseplants.
Cosy corner.
Yes, it really is a bit of everything, isn't there?
Yeah, this is growing well. So if Mike Clifford looks at this, we got this off you, Mike, last year. year.
And what's that one?
Brachychiton rupestris.
Oh, right. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. But
And I love it because we've got a lot of broadleaves in here, and that stands out with all its lovely spindly foliage. I love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a walk. I think we'll go through the main entrance, the central entrance to your garden.
Oops, something's fallen over here. Hang on.
There's always something to do here, and I suppose I've got to ask the question. It's been such a hot and dry year. Roger must have been busy with that watering can, mustn't he?
Oh, little legs going like bumblebees' wings, we say.
Absolutely. It must be a full-time job, just keeping on top of everything.
Yeah,
but
it's a good job. He likes being busy, to be honest.
Well, you're saying that on his behalf, aren't you?
Yeah. No, but he is a busy sort of person.
Look at this.
Hoping we'll end up with seeds again, because he grew quite a few from seed this year. And it's always easy when you've got your own fresh seed, isn't it? It was upstairs in the spare room over winter, and I was in the room below, and I heard this thud, and I thought, Roger, what's that?
Yeah.
And it was the seed pod had dropped off.
Wow, as dramatic as that.
Yeah.
And what
really
I must
heavy.
ask.
This is Musa wollastonii, and
I thought it might be. Is it the red one?
It's the red one, but
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look red at all, really, does it? It's more sort of browny. Anyway, there is a yellow one as well, but we're rather taken with this one.
Yeah, it really is something
And it's so unusual. There's 3 flowering. There's one there, and one behind me here. Hopefully next year, the one that's down the garden isn't flowering. Will perform for next year's display. So time will tell.
And even looking back, I've just missed that new flush on the top of there, haven't I?
Gorgeous colour, aren't they?
There's just something every single way here. It's one of those gardens. I mean, how would you describe the overall sort of style? Like, I know it's not just tropical, is it? There's a bit of everything here.
Busy.
Yeah, but busy's downplaying the sort of skill and layering that goes into it. And I always love coming here.
I'm just a greedy plants person.
Person.
Have to squeeze it all in. This is the other Jatropha, that multifida, and fantastically, it's completely different to that red flowering one up there. And this is starting to flower up now. That actually, we just passed a smaller one that has got 2 flowers on it. And there's 1 or 2 flowers coming on Bromeliads.
Yeah,
now.
they look fantastic.
Oh, look, there's another one coming out there, look.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one's just come from there and one there. So they seem quite happy. And he's collected quite a few now, so I didn't have room to put them with all the other plants we've got. So some of them have gone over that side. But this was a newbie from Cornwall this year, and it's stunning. I mean, it's this sort of almost luminous glow on bits of it.
It's really hard to show it on camera, but there is a sort of orange sort of indimentum glow, isn't there?
Yeah, yes. And the new bits, I don't know, they're just lovely. It's a Aralia. It's a really tender one, but
you can tell it's got that Aralia leaf to it. But
I can't find the take, and I can't remember which one it is. But it is one that's potentially gets, as you can see there, as it matures, gets quite big leaves.
Oh, wow.
So, and it seems to grow fairly rapidly. So it's kind of over winter, watch this space, and let's hope it's still here next year.
Absolutely.
And I've got another Brassaiopsis, a Hainler, that's tucked away down there. But it'll look good next year. It's been very hot for them this year.
It's been incredibly hot and
but
incredibly
it is flushing, so that's always a good sign, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I've got to say, the scent in the air from that Hedychium there, is that Gardnerianum, that one?
Probably. It's
that's
sort
one
of
that I
a
tend
wild
to grow.
one.
Oh, yeah. Well, it really is a heady scent, isn't it? That?
Yeah, it's very nice.
How do you get them into flower so early? Is it a mixture of like feeding and a lot of watering?
Well, yeah, and good compost and feeding. Yeah, and we do start them off in the greenhouse, and then they come. But anything like this, people have had a good start this year with the heat. The heat started early, didn't it?
Yeah.
Very early, so...
I mean, my garden, everything has really sort of struggled, just in terms of me having the time to water everything properly. But if you've had the time to water everything, it's been pretty much the perfect summer, hasn't it, in terms of temperatures, light and everything. It really has been something else.
And the thing is, watering all you can, but there's just nothing like rainwater. They respond so much better to rainwater. We're just keeping them hanging in there, really.
Yeah, Roger did say it looks lush and healthy out here, but it's more a case of just going around looking at the plants that are wilting and then watering those and
chuck a
trying to keep on
handful
top
on it
of
and
it.
see.
One of the plants that really jumped out at me was this Colocasia brisbaneensis. They're fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
I grow that and find it to be really good at coming through winter. It can
Yes.
survive with no care, but
Yeah.
here you see what it looks like in summer, and that is something
And
special.
it's gone like a rocket this year.
Yeah.
I think with the heat and the humidity that we've had earlier on, that's done with, so that can move out the way now. But yeah, there's a couple of plants in there. Oh, I have got flowers on this Roscoe, but look,
Yes.
it's grown so well, but sometimes you think, well, you're growing too well because I can't see me. But yeah, they've started to flower up, and this is coming across and charging into it. We'll have to do a bit of editing soon, won't we?
You got to edit when you like this many different plants. I mean, this
Look at all this.
Brassaiopsis.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen one do that before.
Yeah, and it's got more coming this year, so I'll keep leaving these on. Now, whether in a few years whether they'll drop off or whether they'll form any seed, I don't know what it needs to form, but it makes more of them every year, and because it's well branched now. In fact, it's sort of branching again even, isn't it now? It's a nice shaped looking tree now.
Is this a Dimicola?
Yes, yeah.
It's really getting to a size now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I've got to say, this is probably one of the best Brassaiopsis I've seen, because so many of them just go straight up, don't they? Just a walking stick, whereas this one is bushed out beautifully.
Sometimes, a little bit of a frost does you a favour.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it is one of the hardiest, isn't it? But and a little bit of frost nipping the top is.
It came just at the right time,
and
didn't it?
Same with the original Taiwaniana down there.
Oh.
It got frosted. So then it branched. So when it branches, it flowers.
Yes.
So,
Well, that is as beautiful as any exotic plant you could want to grow, isn't it, really? It's got that sort of otherworldly look to it. The spikes and then those hanging seed pods.
Yeah, and it's just gone such a nice shape now. So I'm really pleased with it. These will gradually yellow off and drop off, of course. But I don't mind it because I can put my fern in there. And
Oh, yeah, there's always room for something else.
So anything that makes room for another plant is got to be good, isn't it?
Here's the hungry fish.
So come and say hello, George.
Just the sound of that water and, the sight of the bubbles and the light dancing on the surface, it makes it feel so much cooler, and it's definitely refreshing this year. Certainly is. I mean, over here, I've just walked past all these potted plants, but I guess really, whatever kind of plants you're into, if you're watching this, there's something here to look at, to enjoy. And I often find myself, Googling plants, finding something I think that's really unusual, and then I come here and you've already got like 3 or 5 of them just dotted around the place. You've got even more unusual varieties. And even here, with like the Tabera, I'm going to plant one of those. I think they're really fantastic, but yours is already an established specimen.
Been there for years, yeah.
You've got the Cercidophyllum tree at the back there.
Yeah, that's always one of the first to lose their leaves, and it's certainly doing it this year. Yes, it's obviously struggling. I think also the ground next door is lower than ours, so if you put water on there, it drains straight away. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a tricky one. Not the sort of thing we thought about at the time, really, but never mind, nothing to be done.
Well, this is it. Well, we've sort of danced around some potted plants and looked at a few specimens here, but can we go into this archway?
Lophosaura, we keep it in the pot because then it's raised up and we can make sure it doesn't dry out because that'll kill it. And then it can, if you've got somewhere with a bank, best for us keeping it in a pot, and then you can get that effect. I haven't got anywhere in the garden where it wouldn't get crowded out. And
this is one of those ferns that you see pictures of it online, on those banks, and it just looks sensational. Yeah. It's one of those amazing plants, but it can be tricky trying to grow it in cultivation.
It's hardy so long as you don't let it dry out.
Right, okay, yes.
Big mistake if it dries out.
Possibly not one for me this year.
No, not this year, I wouldn't have thought, no.
But I've got to say, all your work, effort, time watering the garden, it is absolutely paid off because it's looking lush, leafy and beautiful through there.
So Roger's been giving the Tillandsia it gives it a soak. We use a bit of, he uses pond water for it and puts a little bit of orchid feed in once in a while. And give them a good drenching.
So there's a secret for my good friend Mark to get his revived. Looking slightly browner than yours last time I was there. So for anyone who's watching this, we have done a 3-part series through the year. 2 years ago, 24.
Yes, I think
showing
it
your
was.
garden evolve through the year, you know, how you store everything inside, how you get things going, what it looks like in summer and what it looks like in autumn. But today, I just wanted to come for an update this afternoon to see how things are looking. It's August, you're open, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Thursdays and Sundays this month. And quite full.
It's getting quite full.
If you leave it till the day, it's like, you might not get in. But
what I'll do is I'll leave in the video description all the details to get to your Facebook page.
Yeah,
so
best to ring me.
Yeah.
Put my number in.
I'll do that
It's
so people
far
can get
easier.
in touch. I would honestly recommend coming here, but that plant there, that is one of your...
That was my holy grail plant for a lot of years, and I finally got one on eBay from Philip Brink, you know, and we went down there to collect the snowflake Aralium. Trevesia palmata Michelitzia.
It was the end bit I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I think we're both a little bit sleepy today.
It's been doing all right. Seems quite happy there.
Oh, definitely.
It's in a pot, of course, because it has to go in. But
definitely. Well, I mean, this, Jenny, this is for me what your garden is about, isn't it? I just love this. It's just an island that is in your face, isn't it? There's everything on there, and everything is looking as lush and as healthy and colourful as it could possibly want to this year. I do love the riciness, I love that sort of purple sheen to them.
Yeah, I've got a few different varieties. They've not actually, some of them are not romping on this year as big as they have been in the past, but we've not had those showers with the warm weather, have we? You know, and that makes such a lot of difference. But yeah, they're doing okay. But I've had them grow much bigger in the past. Remember, these look taller because it's a raised bed as well.
Understandably, yeah.
But, yeah.
One thing I was going to ask sort of you is how do you put together something like this? So when it comes to your planting, do you try to have like a ground cover layer and then work your way up, or is it very much a case of get the main plants in and sort of fill out the gaps from there? So like something like this, you've got your Lysimachia and the ferns around the bottom, Echinocloa. Is that sort of carefully curated, planned out, design
You start
scheme?
out with something, but these ferns, they just put themselves all over the place. So because there's a gap with soil down there, they started growing down there. Spores spread, don't they, quite easily on these. And I think the ferns themselves seem to run a bit, don't they? And I thought, well, actually, it's, if you was a neat and tidy, pristine sort of gardener, you might take them out and want to see that all neatly done. But I don't do neat edges.
No, I don't either. Slightly messy with you.
It's a bit like my house. It's got to be basically clean and tidy, but lived in. And I'm a bit like that with the garden. And I think it suits the style. It's what I want.
Does.
I want it relaxed and a little bit semi-jungly, and as you do. So this is how we are. If you want to come this way for a change.
This way, yeah. And there is, again, a bit of everything to see here. So, I mean, you've got beautiful cannas. I don't even know which sort of varieties you've got going on here. There's everything, isn't there? You've got the beautiful waggy palm up there. The Catinus spreading its way around up there.
Yeah, it's hiding the macrophylla that's been planted out there for years. Look.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
That was the original one, but you have got some more of those Scheffleras, haven't you?
We have, which we'll come to. But it's, everything, because there used to be a big crabapple tree in here, an old one. It didn't produce very well, and eventually we said, okay, it's got to go. So that had grown at an angle to come up, and we used to have a lovely Vitifolium abutilon there, the white one, and it was gorgeous when it flowered in May, but that had grown at an angle and didn't seem to be very deep rooted, so it was forever getting blown about in the wind.
Right.
So in the end I said, okay, you need to go, and I'll rethink this. And I have over there, I've got a ice crystal fig.
Yes.
And for the last couple of years, I've been going to dig it up in winter and maybe move it over here so it gets some more shade from the sun, but I haven't done it yet.
No, things look right, don't they? Maybe something new there.
I said, yeah, possibly, yeah.
No, there's no possibly. There will be something new there.
Well, I see that the Aspera hydrangea is in there, and that's suffering a bit this year.
Mine is as well, yeah.
With all the heat.
I can just see it in there, yeah.
And usually when the tree was there, when it was more shaded, it used to get lovely big leaves, you know what I mean? So that's suffering a bit. So yeah, I don't know what will happen. Maybe when that palm gets tall enough, it'll shade it a bit. I don't know. I'll sort something
these
out.
are the problems that you enjoy thinking about in winter, aren't they?
I'll have a light bulb moment and think, yeah, that's what I'll do.
Sure you will.
And I've still got Bill here.
Yes, Bill's looking fantastic. It looks like he weighs about half a ton, but
no, he doesn't. No.
Significantly lighter.
Yes.
But let's head across this bridge, because for me, especially this year with how hot and sunny it's been, one of the most amazing parts of your garden has to be down here.
Yeah, it's a good place to be.
It really is.
Always is a good place to be. Yeah.
So it's very obvious when you planned your garden, you wanted to have different seating areas.
Oh yes, there's lots of those. Yes, there's always somewhere to sit on your way around this garden. Lots of places. Roger counted the other day. I don't know why, but he counts everything. Yeah. Just at that end, before you come through the archway, he reckons with the conservatory and the patio and what's either side of the pond, he reckons there was 32 places to put bottoms on. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, with the amount of people you have coming to your open days, that's a good job, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And groups come and sit down here and have a natter. Look at the how healthy this is looking now, the Hispida. And look at it coming from the bottom. That's rocketed up.
Wow.
Because we nearly lost it. I think Roger had a bee in his bonnet that he wasn't too keen on it, and then so he didn't tend it very much, and then it got worse and worse. So then when I said, well, repot it, and it's repaid him. So now he likes it again now because it looks much better. And so I'm pleased that's all come back.
So for people who don't know you haven't been before, we'll say your main job is it the artistic direction for the garden?
Yeah.
And Roger is a chief propagator, isn't he? Waterer.
Yeah, feeding. He does all the feeding.
So he's basically got 3 full-time jobs, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And you're sort of carefully directing how the garden comes together.
That's right. I choose what we're having, where it's going, and I go around titivating, weeding and
the main plant buyer as well.
Yeah.
That's important, isn't it? And
this is looking a bit short this year, but it's starting to branch a bit now, I think. So it's me Bodinieri, that one.
For people who are just getting into Brassaiopsis, because I know they're a bit of a buzzword this year, is there one variety that you'd recommend? Which one would you start with?
Well, if you want the hardest one, if you can get hold of a dummy cola, it's got to be that one. But, Mites isn't too bad. I think they're more available this year now, aren't they, than they used to be. That's Schefflera trapezoides. I've had that a few years now.
Wow. I love the leaf shape on that.
Yeah, it's not branched, but, in time, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, fantastic. Was this a sunken area intentionally?
It was a pond.
Yes, I think you mentioned that now.
It was my original pond. And before, sort of a year before COVID, it started, the water level kept dropping, and we tried various things to put it right, couldn't. So I said, no, there's no way we're ripping out moving all these big rocks and reline it. I said, it's not going to happen. So then I was all excited because I got a new project, and I could just, in my mind's eye, I thought, I know what I'm doing with that. And this is what we did. And we got the wood chip the first lot delivered, and various other bits just before everything stopped for COVID. And we was able to get it done. So that spring, which was a nice spring at that time, I was able to actually go and sit down in there, because everything wasn't as big as it is now, but it's great sitting there under the T-Rex leaves.
Because when you're big as it is now, I mean, that Tetrapanax is huge, isn't it? And this Schefflera as well now.
That's romped up. I mean, I've only had a couple of years really, and it was this height.
Yeah, I'm sure when I saw it in that spring episode where we had all the tulips around it, it was maybe somewhere around here. So I remember seeing the beautiful, the way this purple's picked up in the cordyline. And now look at it, it is proper canopy plant, isn't it?
It's going to be different. They've been too far apart to notice them now.
And obviously one thing we haven't mentioned so far is your paths, which you had done. Was it just before you opened last year?
Yeah.
And it must make things so much easier.
It's been amazing. One of my friends came and she said, that pathway, it's a triumph. She calls it a triumph from what it was before, and it's been excellent. And with all the wet in the winter and everything, it's been brilliant. It's not slippery. For
something that is sort of plain concrete, I think it's got a real beauty to it, and it fits in with your garden. It picks up the shapes of the leaves. It's practical. It's hard
a little
wearing.
bit on the scruffy side.
No, I like it. I think it's fantastic.
It's weathered in, but I did start raking it out down that end this year with the intention of making it all look a bit cleaner, because there's that much soil builds up. Because originally, when I wanted it done, I didn't want him to point it all up in between. I was going to put mind your own business growing in it. And then afterwards it was done, and I thought, no, that'll be terrible. It'll look messy green. And I thought, no, I like this clean. It gives some definition through all the. So I said no. So we'd already put all this leftover soil in between it all, and now I'm like, I want to rake it out.
I like it just as it is.
I'll do some bits because of the weeds growing it. That's the reason. But hey ho, never mind. Look at the leaves on this Bromeliad. This is one called Ghent.
Ghent.
Huge, isn't it? I don't know which
just
one.
Look at this.
What's this one? Oh, I don't know which one that is. I can't reach the label.
Bromeliads are one of those newer sort of foliage plants. Basically nettle family, but completely oversized, ridiculous looking.
And they don't sting you.
No. Cool. I've touched it briefly, but yeah, they don't sting you. I just love them. From that sort of whimsy element that it's a nettle, but ginormous. How could you not be impressed by that?
Yeah, they're really good leaves.
They absolutely are.
Catanus grace, I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Hardy plant. It really sprawls about and does its thing for this garden. I love it when the sunlight is coming through the new growth, and it goes gorgeous colours.
Yeah.
In the autumn, and then I just cut it right back virtually to its trunk, and it starts again. Otherwise, it would take over the world, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, they do want to get large, don't they?
It's very rapid growing, same as the one back there.
It's one that I've planted in our new garden. This is the sort of look I want. I want a lot more shrubs, because I think they're sort of underrated these days, aren't they? And they do just get on with it largely. You don't need a lot of care. You're hacking back once a year and you're good, aren't you? But I love the sort of the big leaves on it. I love the colours, like you said, the way that it looks with the sunlight.
They look translucent, sort of thing, right? If you see it here.
The leaves are big enough that it can sit with any of the exotics, can't it?
Yes. And the way it grows, sort of jungly.
It's wild, isn't it? Yeah, reaching
over.
out.
So that makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
Yeah, this was covered in little white flowers last week, and now it's done. So probably it will chuck another flush up, but it was covered with the white. It's an impatiens. I've got the blue one, the Blue Dream. This was a white form, and it did look lovely, but it's done now. We've got another big fern in there, going over there. One of Rodger's.
Is that Angiopteris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a properly rare fern, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a big one going back across there.
Yeah.
And there's some more coming.
I tried to grow this.
It's a big one, but it's early days for it.
Yeah, Angiopteris avecta, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is, it's a monstrous thing, isn't it? Yeah. Each frond can get to, a good 3, 4, maybe 5 metres.
Oh yeah, I can't see it happening here because we have to grow it in a pot. But yeah,
if it can happen for anyone, it's going to happen for you and Rodger.
Well, it won't get left out, you see. No. So there's limits to how much you can keep in pots and things. We've had to part with a few things. We can't have multiples of plants now, but we don't need them to fill. No,
you really filling space isn't something that you have a problem with. No. But
Roldana cristobalensis there. Look, it's putting its face in now. We've got the plain green one, the hardier one. This one isn't so hardy. We have to lift that and take it in. But it's rather nice.
Stunning. And then obviously the Paulonia that we've just sort of walked past. The size of that thing. That is unreal. I
thought I'd left it a bit late to chop the old ones off earlier in the year, and I thought, no, the sap's already rising. It was all budding up there. So I thought, oh, well, go for it and grit my teeth. Yeah. And it seemed like an eternity waiting for it to show some buds, but I suppose the sap had to come up and rise again, and or however it functions. And then there was just a little bud down in there. We're talking like that.
Tiny little.
Rodger said, look, there's one coming, there's another one. So I thought, thank you, Lord. Because I thought I was going to have this ugly stump here.
No. Wow. They're just one of those plants that just can't fail to grab your imagination. They're just literally like a beanstalk, aren't they? That just shoots upwards like that. Yeah. Incredible. And here it just fits in. Everything fits in, which is the highest compliment, I think, really. Each plant individually is exciting and beautiful and colourful, but as an overall look, everything sort of works, really. I love the overall vibe, and every sort of place has got its own sort of feel, hasn't it? So as we head round here, there's a more sort of like shadier vibe, more ferns mixed in, isn't there?
Oh, finally got a flower appear on the Forestiae. First one appearing. I'm hoping we get some more.
So for people who come to visit your garden and aren't necessarily into their exotics, but obviously will be afterwards, what are the main sort of groups of plants that you would say, try these out, experiment with these in your garden, and they'll set you up well? Would it be gingers, do you think? Hedychiums?
Well, yeah, if you're sensible, you get things like this that are the hardier ones.
Yeah, Forestiae is a good tough one.
Hung fung stripe, we've found that comes through in the ground, so it's a bit smaller growing and a lovely bright orangey red flower. It obviously gets some palms in that are hardy.
Definitely.
Shrubs, if you like the leaves, like this Cotinus grace is a really good one. Euphorbias, this is gorgeous in the spring when it forms. It's the Dixter, is it?
Oh yeah.
Orange and all that.
Yeah, lots of
and
reds
things
in
like
it.
this Mahonia soft caress. When I first bought it donkeys years ago as a small plant, for some reason I don't know what I picked on, but I thought it was tender. I thought,
right.
Yeah, and then eventually it's grown into this. And there are other varieties very similar.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sweet winter and yeah, definitely.
But they give a good effect.
Oh, certainly.
And I love this fern. Now, this is hardy. This is the Orientalis. It sprawls about. Rodgersias. You can't beat Rodgersias. There's so many different ones of those. Again, you get that hardy, big leaves. There's two different sorts.
Look over here, Jenny.
Sorry?
Moth.
Oh, yeah.
There seems to be a lot more of those this year, doesn't there?
Yes, yeah.
I know we had some of the hawk moths at our old house feeding on an echium, and that was the first time.
Look.
Yeah, we got another one there.
We get quite a few dragonflies around as well.
Yeah.
Took a picture of one sort of dead upright and still on one of the mushier flowers, and it's such a busy background it was hard to spot it, but he's a huge one that we get those. And earlier in the year we had a different sort that's a short fat bodied one that we'd never seen before. So, and this is a palm that seems to survive pretty well. It's the Araliaceae.
Yes, it's one of my favourites.
Araliaceae does well. I've got 1, 2, 3 of those in the garden now, and I think they sort of look graceful. I like them.
For me, I just love in your garden where you're not restricted to one particular style. It's obviously a bit of intuitive, you're just finding your own way with plants, trying a bit of everything, seeing what grows well where.
Yeah, and I don't mind them all intermingling.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will grow plants with more space around them, and to be honest, they grow far better plants than I do. I grow thousands of plants and few of them particularly well because they all have to scrabble.
Don't put yourself down, but I know where you're coming from.
I want all these plants, so they have to, they're all scrabbling for space, and if they can't get on, then one of them dies. I suppose it's what it amounts to. Bottom line.
Well, I did see the clip of Monty, I presume a Gardeners World clip, where he said about there's plants people and garden people. And clearly here you're a bit of both, aren't you? You love the individual plants, but it's all about the overall look and where you can work things in.
Creating that feel. And
you can't have one without the other, can you, really?
Overall impression, yeah.
I love this here as well. Like, I think it's just like the slightly more traditional style of the table and chairs, and the ferns, the stumpery. You've got that sort of Victorian sort of ambience, and then that Schefflera in the middle of it all.
Yeah, that's Roger's new Pride and Joy, that one. Roger wanted that, so...
Macrophylla, isn't it? This beauty.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
What a plant that is. Big leaves. It's one that I've tried before, and it did okay, and then unfortunately it died. And I think Chris has had a similar issue with his.
Yeah.
Mark, I believe, his is still thriving, but Mark just has a way with these things. I think the Sir Patsy's garden, that just stuff thrives there, and I don't know how he does it, but not jealous at all.
We've done a lot of editing of this laurel since the last couple of years really, and taken quite a lot of trunks out because they were massive big trunks. And so brought it down a lot lower because it actually had become quite oppressive in this area. So it's opened up a whole space in there where I can display some of these other things. And it's worked really well. I'm pleased we did it. But we did it a bit each year so you could see how it was going to grow. And, there's something seriously wrong if you can kill a laurel.
Well, definitely.
And this is this Triternata. It's come to me, the name, this clematis. It's tough as old boots. And it would, if you grew it well, it would cover a whole arbour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look beautiful. I have seen it like that. That's probably when I first saw it years ago in another garden. But it just scrambles over here, and again, it's, to me, that's jungly, where viney things twine and grow over things.
Yeah, it's more about looking at the sort of habit of plant. Like you said about the Catinus, the way that it sort of reaches its arms out. It's jungly, even if it as a plant is quite familiar.
Yeah.
It's more about the overall sort of look and feel of those climbing plants, the backdrop plants, and then throwing in a big Trachycarpus in the middle instantly makes everything just look jungly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I just love all this sort of lower level planting as well.
I bought another... we've had this a few years now, this magnolia.
Yes.
And it got lots of flower stems on it again earlier this year, and it sprawls as well. So that's quite accommodating, because it comes around other stuff. But I bought another one at Pan Global this year, and I'm hoping it's going to be all right where I've put it on that island bed, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's going to come up again, future-proofing, something with big leaves, something that we can leave out, and come the time when we can't keep digging and lifting everything, I still have this vibe.
Yeah,
for more hardy plants.
That is something I'd sort of like to talk about, and you're probably the best person to speak about it, because I get a few people commenting on my channel who are older in years than myself, and they're at a point where they're struggling to, we'll say, look after everything.
Yeah.
This look is very high maintenance, or it certainly can be, particularly what the big leaves. And you say you're sort of gradually transitioning things. Is it a case of just choosing hardy plants, easier plants?
Yeah, I mean, I've been the last year I've probably bought quite a lot of looking out for hardy, woodlandy type plants, that probably perform best in spring, that I can plant underneath, so that when I haven't got to leave spaces for the Bromeliads and the abutilons and that, we actually have to come out and dig a hole and drop them in. When I'm not bringing all this tender stuff out here in the future, I can still have plants growing there. And, I can visualise what it used to be like, even if nobody else can.
Well, that's part of being a gardener, isn't it? You're always going to see the flaws and what didn't work, what hasn't quite come together.
I mean, I know it's all a bit mottled and eaten. This is what happens, I'm afraid. But it's a Bromeliads Langenbuschengarten, and it did flower earlier. And I'm thinking, well, come on, are you going to do it again? And I'm wondering if it's been a bit too hot.
You've still got that magnificent leaf to it, haven't
you? The foliage outfits in there. And this, I've always had two of these plants. It's a perennial Ipomoea.
Yes.
And I've got another one growing up, filling the gap that's gone dead on the Lelandii down there. This one flowered, actually, earlier on. Up at the top somewhere, but I've not seen it do it. But it grows. It's in a pot down there somewhere.
It's in a pot, and it's still scrambling all
and
that way.
Growing, look, twine it, and in shade you get these great big leaves, and it looks fantastic. And at the end of it, you just chop it off and shove the pot inside somewhere.
As simple as that.
So you could still, it's the sort of thing that would be manageable for quite a long time.
Definitely.
And it's gone right up in the Acacia profissima.
There's still excitement to be found in different groups of plants and different genuses, isn't there?
Look at this.
There we go. Of course, you're still going to show off your houseplants to tender stuff, aren't you? Because they're amazing. But
the trouble is, it grows like that. Every stem goes. A few years back, I thought I'd lost it after one winter, and there was nothing. But then I was so relieved, because I'd had it a lot of years, and I was so relieved when it started to grow again. So I thought, phew. And there's still another leaf coming up there now, but that's it goes right over there. It's all over the place. That is a nightmare to get.
But you can see that big leaf, doesn't it?
Yeah. But to get it, lift it out, it's in a pot. To get it back in, and position it somewhere, and you get it in, and then have to stand other things around in between it. It's really difficult to house, really, but. I'm very loath to part with that.
Oh, of course.
Very
It's got
loath to part with
fantastic
that.
leaves. And obviously on this side here, you've got a equally large but slightly tougher leaf, haven't you?
Yeah.
This leaf is known for being a little bit invasive, isn't it? Potentially.
Yeah, it does sort of run around, so you've got to
Yeah.
mind where you put it.
The size of that thing is unreal, isn't it?
On a really hot day, it'll all go and collapse. And you think, oh gosh, it's dried out, it wants water. And actually it isn't, because sooner in the evening it cools down and it comes back up again.
I've noticed that this year with a lot of my other plants that you might assume something needs watering, but they do have a subtle sort of wilt into the sun, and then they perk up again at night, don't
It's
they?
like their own protection, isn't it?
I've definitely been stress testing a few groups of plants this year. And I'm sure there'll be some that won't be quite as happy, but it's certainly been a challenging year. And I think this garden is just a testament to your hard work and Roger's, about 20, 30,000 steps he does a day with a watering can in hand. It is unreal. Wow. Let's walk through this little jungly walkway here past the towering Musa basjoo banana.
Yeah, there's a flower again. Look, that's middle stem is a goner, isn't it now?
It is, but that's a spectacle to see, isn't it? And for your open days throughout August.
Yeah, so it's surprising how often people forget to look up, though.
Well, this is a garden where you need to look up, down, around, look everywhere, don't you? Because there's something
there's new ones coming up already. Look, there's 2 new ones there, so, and a couple, some here. So that's and coming out. Ooh, it's all coming out all the way around there. So, yeah, I hope it doesn't start pushing up the paving. But we'll worry about that if and when it happens.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got more Bromeliads, Colocasia,
People who don't know them are like, oh, will it see me? I said, no.
No, I just love them. They just really tickle that part of my brain that likes the jungle plants, but I just love stuff that's just like a normal plant but supersized, and they've definitely got that vibe. Hardy as well.
You see, and there's all different ones. Look at this one. This is a lot more dainty. Still a Bromelia. I think it's tricuspis. This one, or one of the tricuspis. There's probably some different clones and different things of it. And people have been noticing this year, because it's all covered in flower. Nicknamed the cruel plant. Basically, moths go and stick their hooter in there, and it traps it and lets it go in the morning.
Right.
And I'm sure that does happen, because I think it forgot to let go of one last week, and Roger saw it the next morning. Unless he was out particularly early.
I'll be careful as I'm walking past it then.
Unlikely. But it's evergreen, and it twines, and it's going, again, jungly. I keep saying, I really must come down and lift that up, tie it up. But,
let people push the way through.
You're going to have to go on your knees to get through there.
No, it's part of the vibe, isn't it? The atmosphere.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even this fuchsia has gone bonkers. I don't know. I know if you want a really strong growing clematis, Armandii is evergreen and very vigorous. It doesn't flower magnificently for me because it's not getting enough sun, but that's not really why I put it there, because I wanted it on this shed wall. I used to have the yellow flowering Tangutica, which wasn't evergreen. It was there for many years. Lovely, flowered really late. Yeah. But I always wanted one of these and I'd know where else to put it. So I said, okay, I'll have a change then. So out went the other one and in came this one.
Definitely. I think that's probably the thing that shines through is you're not afraid of making a swap and juggling things around if something's not working.
Yeah, or, it's probably a bit of me says I want to own one of those plants.
Well, I think there's a lot of you that's thinking that about a lot of different plants, but it's absolutely worth it when you've got a view like this. I mean, if you just walk along a bit further there, stand at that banana, just to give people an idea of the scale. I'm
only 5'2".
You might only be 5'2", but that banana is something else, isn't it? It's a colossal thing. I'd say it's probably as big as any that I've seen, certainly in our area. Yeah, and we do wrap them up. Yeah. We leave it and leave it and leave it, keep watching the forecast, and we wrap them up. We do it with, actually, I had this idea of not chucking out old garden waste bags because they always wear out at the bottom because you've dragged them a bit. Or something. Yeah. So, and we get the big ones. So I cut the bottom out, slide it down over however many stems I can get in and pack it with straw. Yeah. And then we build them up on top of each other like that, which makes good use of those, holds the straw in and then put tarpaulin over the top. And it keeps this height so you can walk under it, walk past it. And have this impressive, I mean, that's beyond a clump, isn't it?
If they get killed off, they will come from the ground. And yes, they'll come back. But you haven't got that there to start with early on. It's by the end of the season when it's nearly finishing again before you get to that height.
And it's not every year you get this kind of heat, is it? No, so in a cooler summer, you want to keep as much that high as you possibly can, don't you?
You do.
If we do see any more cooler summers, but that's another discussion, isn't it?
Of course, this contorted willow gives a good jungly vibe, I suppose. But I'm thinking it'll grow so rapidly, I might get him to take
just lock the odd branch off,
some of it back, just to keep it in check a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But this year it's probably done a good job of providing a bit of coolness and shade for some other plants, so they don't get scorched so easily.
I mean, your garden, I've got to say, is unapologetically high maintenance in a lot of areas, isn't it? There's no hiding from that when it comes to watering, feeding, overwintering, all of those things. But I think you've given some great ideas in terms of, using those hardy plants at the back, using plants that look jungly or tropical, and then also just sort of subtly swapping and evolving areas.
That is.
I don't know. It's all right. We'll keep going. Don't worry.
We have neighbours, even if you can't see them.
Well, yeah, there might be somewhere back there, but this Brassaiopsis, again, just walked past it, but that is huge. That is something special. That.
The clematis decided to use it as a climbing frame as well, which looked pretty early on. There's 2 more stems coming up there.
Wow.
One, Roger did last year. He cut a stem off and did propagate. He did get them all to grow.
Of course he did.
Yes.
Of course he did.
So he might be after doing it again at some point. I think we'll see.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty spectacular as it is, isn't it? Again, I love the mixture, and having come here, I've probably been here best part of 10 years now, haven't I? Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
this used to be sort of pretty like prairie almost, like a similar style to what I'm actually growing in some of my new bits.
Yeah.
I remember when you had the birch and all the sort of flowing borders, lots and lots of like Rebecca's and things like that.
Yeah.
And now the jungle has got more massive, hasn't it? Spread out this way.
Yeah, I think I've gradually brought more of the exotics down in this end of the garden, whereas this end used to be quite different from that garden, didn't it? It's another Bromelia look, a variegated one.
That is pretty special, that,
really
isn't
nice,
it? Do you know which sort it is?
I can't remember what its name is now. I don't know if I've got a tag in it.
Don't worry.
It's just a variegated one. Aoba.
Aoba.
Bromelia aoba.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I've got to say that one is grabbing me. It's a variegation that is subtle, and I think it's the red that makes it.
Yeah,
it's hard to say. Variegation is very much a personal thing, and there's some that I like and some I don't like, but I do like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
I've got several of that. I think I got them all, virtually got them all from Philip Ostenbrink.
Well, he is Mr. Bromelia, isn't he?
Yeah, went to his jungle day. That's what started me off with them, and that's where I got that one. Yeah, and I've got several others, and this year I bought 1 or 2 small ones off him. I don't know why, because I think, where am I going to put them? I'm just buying stress.
Yeah. Well, that is gardening this year, isn't it? Pretty much. I love this begonia as well. Not just distract you again, but yeah, I think that is fantastic. I love the big leaves in it, and definitely a long way from the sort of slightly, standard begonias that are a bit too glossy for my liking.
Ciliata Wilton, it's called.
That is another one for my list.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not buying many plants at the minute, but the list is growing as it tend to.
It's done well this year. It's done better this year than sometimes it has in other years. So maybe I said to Roger, can you feed it? I don't know, but it is looking better than it has done. And this is another L. Schultzia flava. I suppose in some ways the leaf you think in Bromelia as well, perhaps, but it's actually. It gets little daisy flowers right up the top, which were quite insignificant. But again, this is generally hardy, cut it back and...
So is it purely intentional that that's got the same leaf shape as that, and then behind it you've got the gingers with a similar variegation?
No, I just have to find something to put them all to.
You could have taken that there and got it. Yeah, everything's intentional.
It's a case of trying to put things where I think they'll survive as well. Do you know what I mean? And where there's going to be enough shade for them.
This is
ultimately, obviously, early in the year there's not so much shade, but now there is. There's another. Look at this one. This is one I put in this year, I think. That's another Bromelia. Look at the leaf on that. It's spectacular, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Sam orange is just coming up to flower, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's one of the most reliable gingers, isn't it? Assam orange.
Bonardi, yeah. I suppose, mind you, I was going to say the flowers don't last that long and they're not as big and blousy, but none of the ginger flowers last long.
No.
You sometimes wonder why am I doing this? You know, 'cause they're so fleeting.
Just in general.
Yeah, they're so fleeting in a sense. The flowers, but you know, it's just got to be done.
For me, if a plant's reliable and it looks as exotic as this, and it doesn't need any kind of overwintering or care in that sense, why would you not grow it? The flowers are a bonus.
Absolutely, yeah.
Beautiful.
And this, I've always wanted one of these, and
Is
I
it
had
acanthus?
Acanthus senii.
Yes.
And I wanted one for years. I had one years ago, and I think it died. I maybe put it in too much shade. I didn't know enough. It wants a bit more light. And also what I didn't know is that it went underground in the winter and then goes back.
I wasn't aware of that.
You know, I would have thought, I might have thought it was dead and it wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, I was given that one by a friend, Steve, from over at Secret Garden.
Yes.
And because he knew I wanted one. And it's doing well. I'm really pleased.
Oh, excellent. I've got to say, I'm looking out for more drought-tolerant, interesting, unusual plants that,
it's very pretty.
That sort of play well. I've enjoyed a lot of the different prairie plants, but I think I just need something in it just to get that sort of pop of exotic next year, and something like that might just tick a box.
I finally got one of these. I think this is one of those big flowered hibiscus. Bought it last year. But I don't know what colour it's going to come out to be.
That's part of the fun, isn't it?
Watch this space.
And of course, you got your tithonias and a lot of the annuals mixed in. You've still got your huge, inseti bananas.
Yeah. Sweet
corn at the back.
Yeah.
There's a nice little filler. If filler's the right word for something which has so much presence and colour and stature. I just love the mix of plants. It is eclectic, and it is.
This one hasn't flowered this year, you see. So next year, surely, if it survives winter, surely that will flower next year.
Oh yeah, that is going to be a stunner, isn't it?
Which is good, but it's in a bit of an awkward spot. But hey, you just have to.
Echiums do as Echiums do, don't they? They reach out.
They crawl along the ground before they come up. They never grow straight up. And it'll do what it wants to do, and then. To
be fair, you're hardly giving it a sunny spot either. It has to jostle with everything else and find its own way, doesn't it?
Sunny to start with, you know. And of course, this is growing really well. That I got some more of those.
I love those. Yeah.
Nigel, you can't beat Nigel's plants. One of these hybrid.
For me, those Princeps hybrids are just one of the best palms you can grow.
So I've got one there, and I've got. Well, the original one was up there on the island. That's quite big
it's
now.
Huge
and it looks amazing because it always keeps its rigid fans, and they're big. Yeah. Way big. As rigid as a wiggy, but waggy, I mean. But so much bigger. And so that one's coming on well, and I planted another one up there.
I think if I had to choose, I've done videos saying about waggy probably being the best palm for most people, but I think that one is possibly more spectacular looking, like you say, larger leaves. They do have a silver blue underside that persists for quite a long time. Even my larger sort of 2.5 metre ones still have that same sort of colouring. Yeah. And I just think the presence of them, they're beautiful things.
This is a plant I got from Sunken Island.
Oh, Aralia alata.
The Aralia alata.
Is it variegata?
Yeah. So, but the sort of more, well, I think they all end up looking a bit similar coloured. It's not, anyway.
It's still settling in, isn't it? And this year hasn't been the best.
Yeah, it's only been planted out this year.
Yeah.
So they're not as rapid growing as some of the other Aralias, are they?
I actually noticed one way up in the canopy up there.
That Taiwan.
I'll try to push through here.
Yeah. And that's a hardy one.
So
you're going to have the sun straight in you.
Yeah, don't worry. You can still get an idea of that thing. Is this the famous devil's walking stick?
Well, yeah, they do call them that, but it's not that particular Aralia. It's Taiwanese one from Taiwan.
Oh, it's not just a normal Aralia alata?
No, I've got one of now there's the story. I've got one of those over there, and it was going great guns, and this year it started to, and now it hasn't liked the heat, or it's got too dry, I don't know, but it's dropped all its leaves and it's just a stick. So I don't know what's going on with it. But this one is looking amazing.
It really is.
Really vicious, though.
Yeah, you've got a sense if you were planting it right next to a path, haven't you?
It's a bit near the pathway, really.
Potentially, but it's not getting moved now, is it?
No.
And you've got a group of trees that I've actually planted out this year with the cercis there.
Yeah.
just about hanging in there, mine are. I love
And
the purple colouring.
Roger's really pleased with this Echium candicans.
So you should be. Just to get one through is pretty spectacular.
He was running out in the winter, looking at the forecast, throwing fleece over it some nights, and so it's done really well, and obviously flowering this year. So he's well pleased with that.
Oh, absolutely! It's a triumph, isn't it?
These grow really fast, and it's another the Dwerthias.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about them, to be honest with you.
I quite like the foliage, and I like the flowers earlier on.
Yeah, they're sort of around the similar time as like your different Hamamelis, aren't they?
Yeah, and I've got my hardy hibiscus flowers. I planted some more of those a couple of years ago, which are getting a little bit bigger and starting to show their face with flowers now.
More Bromeliads.
Yeah.
And then we've got a lot of
this is
Rodger's propagation area.
Yes, his stuffy cells,
And just looking through here, where you've got the Pseudopanax there, the Wallamai pine there, or Wallamai, depending how you pronounce it, big Aralia. It is such a exotic, crazy-looking sort of canopy now, isn't it?
This is quite crazy. And look, this Siquan pepper.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
That grows fast.
Yeah.
It's a bit one-sided, I suppose, but hey-ho. Yeah, and look at the thorns on that.
That makes a lot of roses look pretty tame, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Those are vicious. Looks like something out of a fairy tale, doesn't it? That'll bite you. Wow. And then the miscanthus in the middle to complete this.
No, it's not well, it is actually. They've changed their name.
Lutaria ariparius.
It was Lutea
that one, the big one.
Yeah, it looks like a pink bamboo.
Yeah.
And it strides around if you're not careful.
Yes, we've seen that at Mark's house where it's gone right through his borders and just taken over the whole lot. But again, it's another plant which I got and thought, wow, I've got something really special, unusual here about 5 years ago. Came to your garden and then saw it looking beautiful and established in the middle.
We planted this when we realised how it strides. I won't say it walks.
It runs.
And so in the end, we lifted it and we put a 2 foot deep bottomless pot in to use it as a barrier, like you would with a bamboo.
And it went out the bottom of it?
And it's gone under and it comes up. So every year Roger's taken out the ones that have popped up where we don't want them.
But he's keeping on top of it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And there's always somebody else that wants whatever we've taken up.
Yeah. And just to give people a bit of a flavour of this back end of gardens or the plants that Roger has for sale on the open days. So if you love your exotics, tropical style plants, definitely book yourself and the family in for a trip here, and there'll be a couple of souvenirs that you can buy and take home afterwards. But I love this border as well. It's, again, such an eclectic mixture of plants. Unusual euphorbias at the back there. Got some rubus mixed in, I think, potentially.
Yeah.
We've got salvias, a bit of everything mixed in with more sort of typical flowering border plants, really. It is a triumph.
This is getting its feet down, going bonkers now. So I'm wondering how many flowers will come on that late. It's the Mathophia ruperi.
Yeah, I was going to say ruperi,
and it's really...
it's a big... It is
marching out now, I'm thinking, And this is the first year this formium has flowered. I mean, obviously it's coming in seed pods now, but it's got about 6 or 7 branches on it. And this was a bit that managed to survive after the winter of 2010.
Wow.
Now, the original plant I bought was probably not as big as that, but it was big and at that time, years back, and it cost me about £30, so I thought I'd spent a kidney,
Yeah.
And it was a centrepiece from the island bed up there.
Right.
Where we just walked through, and it loved it, so much so that it was a nuisance because I couldn't plant anything else. I wanted it there as an evergreen centrepiece, but then it was getting so as I couldn't get anything else on there. And I didn't really want to out it. And then 2010 winter came and solved the problem for me.
Yeah.
And then when you are digging it out because you think it's dead, and you underneath a lot of formiums that year, a lot of people's formiums did reject there, but they looked dead, but they did actually grow from the roots again.
Yes.
And this one was growing, when I dug it out. So I stuck it in a little corner somewhere, and it's been various places, and it wasn't thriving. It was just surviving. Put it there, and... yeah, it's loving life and flowered this year, so it's obviously happy.
Fantastic. And then the Amicia zygomaris in front of it.
Yeah.
I always think of Yorkshire Chris when I see that, because he's the one that's talked about it. And it's quite a rare plant, wasn't it, until pretty recently?
Yeah.
Relative, or the pea family, isn't it, I
Well,
believe?
we had one planted up there, and it used to get really tall, and it was amazing. And then I think we had a bad winter, but then it came through. But then as everything's grown and developed, it was getting too much shade. It was, you know, so he always took cuttings and grew some more. So he said, I don't want to lose that. You find somewhere to put another one. So it went there. But this bed is, the soil's quite different here. It's a lot drier because there's so much stuff growing around. But anyway, it's alive.
It looks the part, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want anything completely overwhelming here. I think you've got a nice sort of blend, really.
Yeah.
It looks really beautiful. And then looking back, obviously that view, that is something that only sort of maturity, time and getting plants established can give you, can't it? That overwhelming sort of
it's
size.
pretty massive. Even I stand back now, because you're walking, I'm all the time looking down really what's doing. Then I come down here and stand talking to people, and then I look around and I think, crikey, how did that happen?
Oh, yes. And then another Tetrapanax Empress.
No, it's not Empress.
Oh, sorry, this is the Sunken Island form, isn't it?
This is the Sunken Island one, yeah. So, but having said that, it's quite shiny, isn't it? The Empress that's supposed to be Empress is on the island.
Got you, yeah.
So but now everything's grown. You can't really see it yet, but it will do eventually.
So in a way, that's going to replace the one there was a large branching one, wasn't there? That unfortunately succumbed, didn't it?
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
This is going to grow up and go bonkers and stop a lot of sun coming on here. So these things happen, and it changes the aspect of the garden. You know, as things grow and mature in your garden, it's constantly changing how things can grow in your garden.
There's a jungle cat, or it could have been a tiger walking past there.
Yeah. I think that's the one that visits at night and goes in the conservatory.
Oh, right.
It's not ours.
No. Well, I've got to say, Jenny, thank you very much for this walk around, a little update on your garden. It is looking sensational, and I know I've really struggled with my garden this year, just keeping on top of the water and keeping plants alive. So,
well, when you've young family and you're working as well, you know,
what's a look of sympathy? I just mean
there's limits.
There certainly is, and
one person can do. So.
You have to concentrate your efforts, but it is an absolute testament to your efforts, Rodger's 25 hours a day of solid graft. And I think the things you're doing to raise money for charity, it really is amazing. And it must open so many people's eyes to what gardening can really offer. It's about exciting plants, isn't it? And flowers and foliage and everything together. And if you love your plants, there's something for you here.
I mean, I'm stood here now and I say, you forget to look up. We often do that. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, when did that grow so big? You know, these palms rocketed up. This one, that one you're coming to now.
Yeah, this tracky up
here. That one. I mean, I can remember going to Urban Jungle on my own in the car, and Jamie and the lass that was there. It was only, so high, 4 or 5 foot. And
now look at
trying to get it in the car, and I drove it all the way back and plonked it in the middle of there, and it's loved life in there. And it's the first one we've had that's got pollinated. It's female, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's got berries forming on it, so we'll maybe have little trackies popping up.
I'm sure. And will you keep some of them?
We'll see.
I'm sure you possibly will, won't you?
We'll see.
No, it is looking exceptional. And I will, like I said, put the details of your open days in the description below throughout August. Thursdays and Sundays, is it you're open?
Thursdays and Sundays, yes.
So please.
And you have to book.
You have to book, but get yourselves here. You won't regret it. Like you've seen, there's plenty of plants you to take home and start your own journey into obsession madness. And definitely a full-time watering job. But Jenny, it is looking beautiful and amazing as ever. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're looking into the possibility of installing a few leaky pipes or something for future years.
Yes, an irrigation system, I think, is the get-out clause these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
But until then, Rodger's getting a new niece, so he can certainly keep grafting for a while longer.
He can get round a bit faster then, can't he?
He certainly can. So thank you very much. I'll let him get back onto his shifts. Appreciate your time, Jenny, and we'll see you soon.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.